2 overs gone. 1 wicket down. De Silva continues. That time it swings in towards Dickwella. So he's swinging the ball with his deliveries both ways. Another look at the wicket.
This Amit Patel, we spoke about the risky carries. He was taking his chances. Yes, make use of it when the field restrictions are on. Look at Suranga Lakmal.
A little mutter as well.
Suranga Lakmal from these parts. From Debravava, that's where the hotel we are residing in is located. Same as Dhananjay De Silva. It hails from here but moved closer to Colombo as life went on.
So they're playing for the North. Jaffna Stallions.
Slight misfield from the skipper.
Well, the amount of dew that we've experienced during the league stages, we probably won't experience as much because we're starting an hour earlier. So there would be an effect. It's generally the last hour or so they struggle with.
Interesting style of Dhananjay De Silva. Primarily an off-spinner, but he seemed to have developed a little bit of seam. Now, in case you're wondering, well, the double Viking, they're wearing a black armband. There you are. I think you can just see that. Through extra cover, that's a boundary. Angelo Pereira. We've spoken about the type of form he's in, and that was indeed a mile 11 circle champion shot.
He's bowled nicely so far, but this ball is getting a little bit wet. You can see the players have all got a rag on. They've all got an opportunity to dry the ball from time to time. So the grip is not going to be as good as he would like. So occasionally it's going to be the over-pitch delivery from time to time, and that's been drilled for 4.
Yeah, that was the off break. And actually a freebie.
And another wicket. The skipper's taken the catch this time. Gee, there's been some careless shots so far in this semi-final. That's another one we can mark down. Mind you, the batsmen are not going. Yeah, he's going now.
Oh, he's just disappointed. Because that was tossed up, but clever from Dhananjay De Silva. Unlike the previous one, this was a little slower. That dropped on the batsman, and Angelo Pereira looking to go offside. Cicero Pereira hangs on to it. That's 2 down.
Look at Dhananjay. So Angelo Pereira goes, the contest is really tough out there. Pereira goes for 5. It's 18 for 2, double Viking. Not a great start for them.
Denbula Viking have got themselves in a spot of bother now. 18 for 2.
They got the 2 left-handers in now. Upul Taranga, he's coming at 4. Would suit Dhananjay De Silva a lot more.
Single to finish the over. 3 gone. 19 for 2 it is now. Key players in yellow, Digwella and Turunga. They're very experienced, both of them. Then Shanaka's the third highest scorer in the tournament so far. So they're the three key wickets that the Stallions will be looking to chase down. 19 for 2. Viking cannot do anything silly from here. Oh, there's a spider web. Oh no, it's not.
He did spin a web today. Bowled beautifully. That wicket of Shoaib Malik. Outstanding bowling. Got to give credit to him because it was flight, it was slow, the ball turned. In T20 cricket, you've got to be brave to do that.
Lakmal again. A bit of extra bounce. He's down to the third man region. Dwan Olafir doing the fielding down there. He's picked up some wickets as well in this tournament.
Angelo Pereira was there, but the ball was slightly shorter. Dhananjay Disla getting into dip. And that's where Angelo Pereira mishit that one. You mentioned the batting, Rasun Shanak, and then the big hitters in Anwar Ali. We saw what Samula Shinwari can do. Ramesh Mendis can also play shots, but their main batsmen need to get them closer. That's where this partnership and Dasun Shanak are crucial.
Quite so, I think, because they lost these two quick wickets, and that's a little bit too early in the piece.
That's over the top, and that's gone away for a boundary. That's risky. Lakmal can't believe it.
As you said yesterday, Digwella plays just like Digwella. Short third man in, just over him.
Oh, nicely put, Roshan.
I'm just following you, Russell. You're a good role model to follow.
Third man in the circle. Too much width on offer, though. Suranga Lakmal. I think looking for swing, he didn't get it. He was looking to get it back into the left-hander. Deep square leg, deep fine leg in the deep. So he's got to bowl tighter. Oh, yes, Roshan. Deep square leg needs to be in the deep.
That's beautifully played. That really is. Bit of extra bounce on that. There's a nice little challenge going on here between Digwella and Lakmal. Obviously, they know each other very well. Normally, it's Lakmal who's trying to hit the gloves of Digwella.
There was a bit of
when he's keeping, that is.
Sorry, there was a bit of a chuckle the previous time, Suranga Lakmal, when Digwella got it down to third man. But this time, there was no chuckle at all.
You don't chuckle at that. You just stand and admire. But that was a quality shot. Not a lot of weight. But Digwella standing tall, just punches it just at the right time to get that gap. These type of shots really do push the batsman and his confidence levels to a different height.
Hard drive, straight to the man at extra cover.
Well, we were trying to tell you about this black armband. I wish we can show it to you on the double Viking. I think Upul Taranga has the black armband, and that's because Chamila Gamage, fast bowling coach, and that's double Vikings' way of showing their condolences.
Over the top. That is the third boundary in this over. That one was right out of the screws.
Digwella is taking his chances. He's looking to take the bowlers on. That was just back of a length, and he went hard and went over mid-off.
But very good shots. Really good. Knew exactly what he was doing. Didn't try to hit too hard. He knew if he got it above the head or over mid-off, it was running away, and that's all he aimed at. Suranga Lakmal acknowledges a mile 11 circle champion shot there.
So 13 runs off this over. Last ball. He doesn't need to do anything silly, Digwella. Plays that well. Punch. And also retains the strike. So 14 off, 4 gone, 33 for 2 now.
They're back on track in terms of the run rate, and this partnership gathering steam 15 off 7. So the wickets are long gone. They're forgotten. And the momentum back with the Dambulla Viking batters. Silva starting his third over. No risks taken. Bukala, of course, likes that extra pace. He probably know that he's got to bat deep.
Interesting to see where the Jaffna Stallion bowlers would look to bowl to Upul Tharanga. We know his obvious strengths, which is on the off stump, driving through extra cover with and to go square, but generally I think bowlers have started to bowl a bit straighter to Upul Tharanga. So let's see.
Looks like it's much better now. This has been quite clever, the way that De Silva's been bowling. Haven't seen too many offies. It's all been drifting around the place. Here's a look at the work that he's been doing. The blue ball boundary, just stepping and playing. And not getting quite to that one. And just hitting that one straight at the skipper. And Tassara takes a good catch. Around the corner, out of the blocks quickly, both of them. So safely through for one.
Yeah, the towels are out, looks a little wet. Duan Olivier doing well to get down to that.
Might try and come back for the second. No, just the one.
Avishka Fernando. They're doing it nicely, these two batsmen, not taking chances. Take it a little deeper.
It's also been an interesting little spell so far from Dhananjaya De Silva. End of the over. Just 4 from that. That's good bowling. 5 gone, 37 for 2.
Five gone, 37 for 2. Needing another 129 off 90, the required rate. 8.6 to book a final to play against the Galle Gladiators, who had a fantastic win yesterday. Usman Khan Shinwari for the first time today. Held back by Thisara Perera, his main weapon in terms of wicket-taking ability. Change up here as well, Darren Ganga, and here's Amir Sohail.
Well, this contest is hotting up, that's for sure. Well, this game certainly has wings. It's closely contested, yes. Jaffna Stallions were not able to put a decent total on the board, but they got the bowling to trounce the opposition. So far, managed to pick up 2 wickets.
Members of the Governing Council of the Lanka Premier League. Board officials of SLC. President Shamis Silva, Chief CEO Ashley De Silva. Ravin Vikramaratne, Lasantha Vikramasinha, Jansh Dharmadas and Mohan De Silva. Household names in cricket here in Sri Lanka.
Afternoon, Russell. Afternoon, Amir Sohail. Game nicely poised. I like what I see from Niroshan Dickwella. His batting yet again coming to the fore. 18 off 11. Looks in control of the innings. And he has scored 241 runs before this innings. And just take a look at the pitch map and where he scored his runs. His boundaries coming off deliveries from that good length. Strike rate of 177. So that's something for bowlers to take into account. You can go short, you can use the Yorker to contain him, but if you bowl good lengths, as a good batsman, he can score. Very few players can do that.
Get a slip in, captain. You've got your strike bowler on. The previous delivery was an evidence that he's getting the ball to wobble around. He's beaten the batsman, left-handed batsman, twice. Jaffna Stallions need wickets.
There he comes. Well, not away Shah, who's coach of the Dambula Viking. The slips in.
Slip in place now for Upal Taranga, who is not as fluent as Dickwella. Was looking for this single, sent back, pressure building.
The ball is heading on to the batsman with a bit of deviation. Having the batsman of Dickwella's caliber go defensive. He's watchful.
I'm sure the plan is to contain, to build pressure, and eventually it will lead to wickets. This man on screen, he's going to be crucial for Dambula Viking. If he bats deep in this innings, he'll make this 165 look like a very low total. Cut away, had length, had width, gave himself a little more room, Upal Taranga, and executed a My 11 circle champion shot.
Their frustration was creeping in. And Upal Taranga decided, have to do something about Shinwari's good bowling. Stepped out, moved away from the stumps, and produced a good boundary.
Yeah, strong square of the wicket. Shinwari has been bowling that line. All four balls from a good line, going past the outside edge. Hence, a little predictable, and that's why Upal Taranga opted for that option. Last ball of the power play. Slips disappeared.
Goes short. Dot delivery to end the over. 41 for 2. Jaffna Stallions got to 50 without loss. Dambula Viking losing 2 wickets. 2 important wickets in the power play overs. They need this partnership to blossom. 23 from 19 so far. End of the power play. Last over, this was a boundary. Fetched by Upal Taranga, just going square, using the pace, taking some pressure off himself. Just 8 runs from 11 deliveries. Taranga, he has to support D'Quella in this partnership. Officially through the offside. That's the favoured area.
Yeah, with the field spread now. But Dhananjay De Silva starting his 4th, so trying to get these overs through. 2 left-handers. After that, there's a series of right-handers to follow. So Thisara Perera will hold back one into Hasaranga. There's a lot of work going on the ball. Seems like there's quite a bit of dew out there.
Use of the feet again.
Got it.
Likes to stand beside the ball. These 2 left-handers. So to your point, Russell, about holding back Hasaranga, I really think that Thisara Perera should introduce him. Get the leg spinner to turn the ball into the left-handers. We saw Upal Taranga face 1 delivery to Case Ahmed.
Dhananjay De Silva just got no clue where the stumps are. He just can't take those bails off. If you think about the Galle Gladiators game, where Danushka Gunatilaka was in the center of the wicket, and Dhananjay De Silva couldn't break the stumps. He missed the stumps. A skill probably Mickey Arthur might need to talk to him and teach him to take the bails off.
Some tunnel offer. I think this is crucial for them to break this partnership, get deeper into this innings. Hence, your strike bowler should be introduced to make an impact, not let the game get away from you.
I totally agree. Hello. You're right. He has to learn that. No, you got to pick up wickets. These are 2 high-class batsmen. And if you allow them to spend some time at the crease and get adjusted to the pace and bounce, and that's what they can do.
Yeah, D'Quella in particular likes to use his feet. And just take a look at the areas that he's hitting, straight or through that extra cover region. Hence, with a bowler bowling into him will prompt him to do something different. There he goes again. That's his pet shot. My 11 circle champion shot to end the over. 49 for 2.
Batting to come. Dasun Chanaka is the key. He's been leading this team from the front. Healthy strike rate. Ramesh Mendes, Shamila Sinwari won a match for the Dambulla Viking. A match-winning 40-odd in not many balls. And then there's Anwar Ali also, who can use the long handle. Ramesh Mendes too, useful.
Good batting options to come. The captain, Dasun Chanaka. Ramesh Mendes as well. Brought back into the side, one of the 2 changes. Shinwari, who is also capable of scoring runs. Evidence of D'Quella's strengths as a batsman. We mentioned it earlier. Scoring runs through the offside, hitting straight down the ground. Something that Thisara Perera should be familiar with.
He likes to play in the V, and that's his pet shot. Inside out, over extra cover. He's not afraid to use his feet. Every time he aims for that area, he executes them well. Shoaib Malik. He's been opted for.
Bowls off spin. The fact about Niroshan D'Quella which stands out for me is he doesn't take the fielder on. He hits the ball to space. If you saw that last shot, even hit the top of the fielder, there's no one behind. He's not taking fielders on in the deep and trying to clear them. That's his strength. He's a timer of the ball, not a batsman who powers it. That's what really sticks out.
Yeah, to play inside-out stroke, you need to involve your wrists. Oh, stumping missed. And a no ball.
It's all happening. Important to watch the line that Shoaib Malik is bowling. Very straight line into the left-handers, taking away their arms. But the Cardinals skin overstepping, allowing the opposition a free hit. That's really bad.
Yeah, but if it was a no ball, he wouldn't have been out if Johnson Charles did take that. Yes, he's over. Is this the breather that the Dambulla Viking wanted? A free hit. They got to 50. Dick Weller's on strike. Oh dear, oh dear. It's moments like this in a tight game that just turn it on its head. Field can change because the batsman crossed.
Right, is it going to be a big swing to leg? Shoaib Malik goes and produces an excellent delivery right in the block hole.
Still holding back Hasaranga. Shoaib Malik created a chance, but unfortunately for them, it was a no ball, and it wasn't. In the air.
Not carrying to Avishka Fernando. But the fact you got to note about the stumping is, yes, Charles would be disappointed he couldn't affect that. But you can't be stumped off a no ball though. Okay, correction, you can be, but you won't be out.
Well, there was an option for the wicketkeeper. Take the bails off and then get the stumps out. Run out.
Nurushan Dikwella should be on your My 11 Circle fantasy team. He's been very prolific for Dambulla Viking. Get into www.my11circle.com. Download the app, pick your team, be a winner, play with champions. Very good over so far from Shoaib Malik, showing guile, showing control with his lengths. Knows exactly what he has to do to contain the left-handers. Opportunity for a run out. Little more flight. Just checked his shot in the gap. Gets a very good result, a boundary, My 11 Circle champion shot.
Yeah, eased into that stroke. Saw the flight. Just hit the ball into the gap and picked easy boundary, 58 for 2.
That's spoiled an over. He's tossed it up. Upul Taranga is very good on the offside, just like Dick Weller. He likes it. Look at how well he plays that, and the ball flies, skidding off the outfield. Hold it slower, paid the price. 9 off that.
Where is Hasaranga? I'm sure many of you Jaffna Stallion fans will be asking for the prolific right-hand leg spinner. Hasn't been introduced as yet. Hasaranga is the option chosen by Tessera Pereira.
Off spin. Captains these days like to take the ball away. It's not that we're seeing a lot of turn. Off spin against the left-handers. Charit Hasaranga.
Reverse sweep. Executes it well. Off the middle of the bat. Just beats the field at point. races away for my 11 circle champion shot.
This strategy is not working for the captain. Operating through off spinners. Yes, there are two left-handed batsmen out there in the middle, but it doesn't mean that you cannot introduce a leg spinner.
He's got him, given by umpire Lyndon Hannibals. Dick Weller walks because he's getting some support from Upul Taranga. He should ask for it because he had a good stride in. No, he's gone. Oh, he's put it. He's finally decided to ask for the review. He's taking a chance here. Hit him low on the pad. Now, did he get outside the line of off stump? Because he gets a good stride in.
Yeah, Dick Weller was walking into the stroke. Have a look. Came down.
Hawk has a big part to play here because there was no inside edge. That's why Dick Weller was walking. But he's continuing to walk. He's given up, really. Niroshan Dick Weller.
Interesting to note that he's playing and was looking to play through the onside. We spoke about his strength through the offside. Maybe a chink in his armour. Going across the line, the angle. Bang on. Ticking all the boxes. So good decision by the umpire. He will just have to reconfirm his initial decision. And the prolific Niroshan Dick Weller has to go. He's gone for 29. It's 62 for 3 now. A lot would have been expected from Dick Weller. Had a very good partnership with Upul Taranga, and now we will have a strategic timeout.
बाद 5 विकेट लिए होंगे, पर मैं भी कोई कच्चा खिलाड़ी नहीं हूँ। मैं टीवी देख के बता देता हूँ कि बॉल लेग ब्रेक है या गूगली। देख लेना, इस बार मेरी
रेडी। और आपकी
my11circle.com पर ऐप डाउनलोड करो, अपनी टीम बनाओ और राशिद के साथ खेलो। my11circle.com।
Play with champions.
India Tour of Australia first ping ball day and night test 17th December 8:30 AM।
Take note of that. Lanka Premier League 2021 Season 2 to be staged in July, August. So that's only 7 or so months away.
Last match, score an even 50 in quick time. 22 balls to get his team over the
way. He only
The first
Case Ahmed was I mean, he's just 20 years of age. He's twirling the bat like a baseballer. And as soon straight, stop by the 12th man.
Well, the coaches do ask you to play straight, but not that straight. Play in the weave. I'm talking about guys, Ahmed.
Saurav, which way is the match going to go?
मुझे पता है which way। दादा की टीम नीचे जा रही है और मेरी टीम ऊपर।
खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियन। आपकी टीम जीतेगी या मेरी, देखते हैं माई 11 सर्कल पे। मेक योर टीम ओनली ऑन माई 11 सर्कल। डाउनलोड द ऐप नाउ।
They're going to have to go at 10 and over at least. They've got no choice to get 160. Maybe one really big over, get some to 165, maybe 170. That's past the outside edge. I must tell you, the outfield is very wet. Coming back from that interview with Laurie Aarons, the outfield is very wet. The ball is still swinging early today. Here's a look at Bell Drummond, and he was surprised by that, I'm sure, as was the captain.
Stung. That was a stunning catch. A good innings from Daniel Bell Drummond. He should have carried on. projected score is just 100.
Down the third man.
This is really good work from Tushara. And as mentioned earlier, previous to this match, he didn't get away with the danger man.
They say I'm a powerhouse, and they are not wrong.
They call me a champion, and I'm one.
Now it's your turn
To show who is the champion. Are you ready to play the big match? Download the My 11 Circle app. Make your team now.
and play with champions.
Make your team now, only on My 11 Circle.
Get all extra innings. India Tour of Australia, 8:30 AM onwards. Live and exclusive. Only on Sony Sports channels.
डिसीजन पेंडिंग है, पर तुम्हारा डिसीजन अभी ले लो। My 11 सर्कल पे अपनी टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। खुद को चैंप समझते हो? तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। डाउनलोड My 11 सर्कल ऐप नाउ।
Three balls left in the over. It's nicely balled. Quick single taken. Safely home. Out of the blocks quickly.
Potentially it was a good move. By the captains, bringing Tushara back into the attack. Away swinging option. To a batsman who likes to hit the ball towards mid-on.
Hamish Marshall was the batsman. Stephen Fleming went to the umpires after play and asked the umpire to take the tie for the next. In the second innings as well, so the New Zealanders were totally befuddled and bemused about the whole thing. They didn't know what to do. They then realised
वो और लंबा खेलेगा।
लिया लंबी अगरबत्तियां।
Cycle Pure Fair Play Award, or the Colombo Kings have done something right. They're off the bottom. They've been number 5 on that list for the whole tournament so far. Or maybe the Tuskers have done something.
Owners of the Jaffna franchise.
Nail biting. Jaffna Stallions fronting up tomorrow.
Dhananjaya Lakshan with his last over. Isuru Dana. will want to remember his unbeaten 34 in the first game against the Kandy Tuskers.
That might be out. Good sliding catch. Very tidy sliding catch. It's picked up another wicket, Luxon.
Well, that's what Gladiators has learned to do, and that's why
ऑलराउंडर होना अलग बात है, प्लेइंग 11 चुनना अलग। इस बार अगर वॉटसन 11 की वाट नहीं लगा दी ना मेरी 11 ने।
You were saying something, mate?
No, sir.
Think you're a champ? Then prove you're a champ. My 11 is ready. Is yours?
my11circle.com पर ऐप डाउनलोड करो, अपनी टीम बनाओ और वॉटसन के साथ खेलो। my11circle.com।
Play with champions.
Kings are 8 down and going nowhere. Straight to the fielder. They have got themselves in a real tangle now.
We saw 3 catches going down, 7 catches taken in the innings. This the last, taken quite comfortably. He likes it, the bowler. Lakshan with 2 wickets. It's been a collective effort by the Gold Gladiators and their bowling unit.
They bowled so poorly in game number 13. From that moment on, Mohammad Amir decided to take charge. That's gone nice and fine. He picked up 5 wickets for 26 the next game. Suddenly everyone lifted. Suddenly everyone buzzed. Now they're on the verge. If they bat anything like they should, and Gunatilaka, of course, is going to be relied on. Again,
then drop this catch.
to get into the groove, sponsors Manchikume. Everybody has gotten used to them. Very tasty and tasty performance. If you're a Gold Gladiators fan.
11 राशिद 11 के चौरंगी स्टॉप कौन सी है? तीसरा स्टॉप
130 for 8, 2 overs left. Mohammad Amir is back into the attack. He's only got 1 left, and that's absolutely fine. He will do a job now for the Gladiators. They have played really well of late. He is, just watch this over. He is superb in this sort of situation.
Indeed, and that's the point we were making at the start of the innings. He sets the tone for the innings with the new ball, and then he will come to the back end and finish things off. His form improving since picking up the 5 wickets in this is a crucial over in the context of the innings for both Gaul and for Colombo Kings.
We'll keep them guessing as well. He'll bowl some cross-seam deliveries. Ball won't be swinging an awful lot at the moment. If it's going any, he will get it. Interesting that Laurie Evans said that he reckons he's never seen a ball swing as much as it has been in any conditions or any tournament in the world. It has been in this LPL.
And Mohammad Amir has been excellent with that. Not only swinging the ball to break problems for the batsman, he's found those lengths consistently.
Wickets. Gaul Gladiators, Mohammad Amir with 10 wickets. Rachan Sandakan 11. Dhananjaya Laksan 10. So 3 players from the Gaul Gladiators on that list.
And that's what changed their fortune. Much awaited boundaries for Colombo Kings. Not from the middle of the bat.
Did you see his reaction then? The reaction from Mohammad Amir just showed how much this meant to him. So 3 tight balls going for ones. Then he saw this go. He wanted him to chase it. Just wait till it goes all the way for 4. Watch what he does.
Commitment, responsibility. That's brilliant. 5 deliveries on the trot, landing on that length where batsmen
over number 19, then it kicks him into 20, and suddenly they can launch.
Who will bowl the 20th? Shayan Jayasuriya. I've seen him bowl one before. Amir will be completed with his complement of 4.
Arachege is another option. Can bowl economically.
Oh, that's a short delivery. Might be a little whack on the helmet, that one. Let's hope he's going to be okay. Just checking on to make sure he's all right. It is the end of the over. There's generally some medical protocol that is required if there's a whack on the helmet. Yep.
नो डाउट राशिद भाई ने 3 टेस्ट में 3 बार 5 विकेट लिए होंगे, पर मैं भी कोई तीसरा स्टॉप। थैंक यू। खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो चैंप बन के दिखाओ। माई 11 इज रेडी। और आपकी
my11circle.com पर ऐप डाउनलोड करो, अपनी टीम बनाओ और राशिद के साथ खेलो। my11circle.com।
प्ले विद चैंपियंस।
There we go. There's Mohammad Amir just doing a check. The umpires are in there pretty quickly, actually, also. Umpire Damascena is. Away they go. Let's look at the broadcast partners. Hope you're enjoying this telecast throughout the Lanka Premier League. Sony, of course, nice to always have them involved. Sportsmax, Sky Sports, Willow TV, and also our digital partners. flat and fairly quick.
Huge opportunity for him to show his temperament, this youngster. He's shown us he can handle the pressure, but bowling a last over, never easy.
He will make sure the players stay out there as long as they possibly can. He will control things out there.
Ruan Siri under pressure, playing in his first game. And the likes of Angelo Matthews, Isuru Dana, Dushmantha Chamira. So the bowling resources are very good for the Colombo Kings. Daswan Dharmasena, he's just having a word, but I don't think there's anything to worry at the moment.
He's just chatting in his walkie-talkie, I think, talking to the third umpire, maybe the match referee, who knows. Chatting to someone upstairs who is important. Ground staff are at the ready.
Angelo Matthews just boating his run again, touching that right hamstring that we saw in the last match. Had it strapped up. Spoke about it being precautionary.
He seemed to be struggling. Remember the last match, he was not padded up to bat. And when he spoke about the tightening of that hamstring.
So the Gaul Gladiators need to get 6 runs here and not lose a wicket to be ahead at the end of this over. Oh, he's in trouble. He can't bowl. Now that's not good news for the Kings. Who's he going to get to bowl? Udana's going to bowl.
This is a big blow. Very big blow. I mentioned earlier Andre Russell not on the field because of him slipping in the dressing room. Did something to his back, so that was initially one bowler down. Now Angelo Matthews, the captain, into his 4th and final over with just one delivery. Bowled also having to leave the field.
Shamir it is. Looks like he's going to bowl the last, not Udana. The other guy's doing some stretching as well. So this rain, I don't think it's getting any heavier. That's the good news about this, even though there's extra time being taken. So Matthews is going to a extra cover-ish region at the moment. He's not going to be able to run after it too much. There's Udana providing some advice now. Certainly got some definite ideas there, Udana.
Not to get too far ahead of myself, but if this Colombo Kings team qualifies for the final, they'll have a lot of injury concerns.
They're certainly carrying a few wounded soldiers. But also the umpires may have to intervene at this stage with the drizzle. They'll have to quicken things up. They can't afford the fielding side to take their time over things. They'll have to start moving quickly. Well, they brought in a slip. Obviously, they're looking at wickets too. Another wicket would make it very difficult. And it's Ruanseri who's on the field and is on strike.
Angelo Matthews leaving the field. Very sad, very unfortunate for Colombo Kings.
Case Ahmed is now captain. No, he's not. I made that up. I'm sure it's going to be Chandimal who will take over the reins. Chimera.
Quick single taken. Comfortably in the end.
The utter confusion. Absolute confusion here. Obviously, the Galle Gladiators need runs. And if they can have a few boundaries, it will serve as a huge plus. But then, they're toying between runs and also making sure that they survive.
They've got to stay ahead of this Duckworth-Lewis and Stern rate. They have to.
One way is not losing wickets.
Yeah. It still means they've got to make sure they get to 93 at the end of this over for 5. If they lose a wicket, suddenly that's going to rocket up to maybe 90. Just correction, maybe 100.
Punched away. The other thing, all bowlers will be mindful that the ball is quite damp. They will need to spend a little extra few seconds to dry the ball to ensure that their grip is sound.
Bit of good news is the ground staff are starting to settle down a little bit, even if the birds aren't. The egrets aren't, but the ground staff are.
It's been 19 balls without a boundary. That's the kind of pressure that has been created by the Colombo Kings.
Comfortably played down to the third-man region.
Shamira and the leg spin obviously are attacking options. And they've been used very well in this tournament so far. There have been a few changes, but generally these two have been very good in the middle.
I'm surprised Angelo Matthews opted for Chimera. That will mean that he has 1 over left and less in his complement of 4. Maybe Aponzo would have been a better option, having a full complement of 4 overs.
I think he was worried about the Duckworth-Lewis and Stern rate. I think that was his main issue. He wanted to make sure it was a tight over and also perhaps a wicket taking over, I think. It was 5 balls to go.
Nicely negotiated. So every single over now will produce an equation that both teams will play towards. Yes, also they should take a look at the ground staff and get a cue as to what the weather says at the moment.
It start to climb now, with Colombo getting to 150. May not be a huge climb, but it will start. So this is the time that the Galle Gladiators will also have to look for a few more runs. May not be boundaries, but at least be a bit active, singles, twos, making sure that so far.
Glove down the leg side. Enough on it to get a boundary to end the over. That's a good result for Gaul Gladiators. 7 runs from the over. 12 gone, 94 for 5.
Angelo Matthews quite clearly just providing a bit of assistance from the side, which is fine. There's no dramas with that. I'm just bemused why tennis coaches can't do that. Tennis coaches are not allowed to coach from this grandstand of their charges. I don't understand that. Why not? What's so wrong with that? Anyway, that's the story. The Gladiators need 57 more from 48 balls. After 12 overs, the Colombo Kings were 78 for 4. Gladiators are 94 for 5.
Kesamat into his second over, just conceding 4 from his first. I've been in these situations, playing T20 cricket with the rain threatening. Still think your primary focus has to be on winning the game, scoring the remaining runs. Yes, your peripheral view will be on the Duckworth-Lewis par score, but still, there is a bigger goal to achieve, and that should be primary.
Absolutely, I think that's spot on. You can't be looking at this Duckworth-Lewis and then looking to plan your innings. That stayed down. That was bowled quite slow by the leg spin, and it kept rather low as well. The attempted googly. Just holding its line, the angle, I thought. So this is going to be the problem for them. At the moment, it's just singles.
The required rate was 6, it's now gone to 7.3. So slowly with every over, with the economy that we've seen from the bowlers, the pressure is building for the Gaul Gladiators.
I guess the other way they're looking at things as well as using the Duckworth-Lewis and Stern rate as a target that they've got. And yes, that's what they've got to work towards. They've now got the 97th required, and they've still got 2 balls to go. That's the par score. So if they continue with that, I mean, they'll be there and thereabouts. Yes, they'll get the odd bad ball they can put away.
The best thing for the Gaul Gladiators now is to expect rain. Considering the batting left, I mean, they don't really have too much of batting beyond Dhananjay Lakshan. So if they can get rain at this stage, well, that would be a very good option, as long as they are ahead.
Lofted drive straight to the fielder, should be taken. Yes, catch taken. Kesamat strikes. How often have we seen this?
It's the game breaker. He's in the game again. He's just one of those guys. When he gets into the attack, it's never too long before he gets into the wickets column. It's a well-flighted delivery. Cannot resist trying to go over the top. A little bit of movement. Not out of the screws by any means. And a simple catch taken. Brilliant stuff from Midana. Correction, Ahmed. Goes for 9, 98 for 6.